Hey everybody, it's me. It's Mimi. It's Felicia Mimi Moore. And I hope you all are having a good, wonderful Monday. Because I know I am. We woke up this morning, right? We might be having problems, but hey, there's more blessings than problems. A lot of times if you just sit down and make a little list and count your blessings. If you got a roof over your head, if you woke up in good health, if you have children that love you, and a few family and friends that love you, you're blessed. So, this is what I want to say. Okay, you all saw the title, Warning Comes Before Change. I don't want to say warning comes before destruction. I don't like that word. I don't like it. Okay, so whenever a change is about to occur, there's always a sign. Whether it be with your health, with the relationship, with your job, with business, there's always a sign. There may be someone telling us, hey, this is about to happen. So you should do this, this, and this in order to survive it, or in order to grow through it, in order to do something different. Oftentimes people have gotten so comfortable in their day-to-day lives that they're like, whatever, they hear it. And sometimes they be like, okay, I need to do this or I need to do that. But procrastination, it'll rule out sometimes. So what we want to do is prepare for the best and prepare for the worst. And you prepare by getting things in order for you and your family, in order for the change not to affect you so badly. For example, like, I know with me, I have been dealing with health issues for the past several years now. When I first encountered the issue with my health, the warning came in my right eye. I was in college at the time. I was studying to be a paralegal. And it was actually my second semester in college. My right eyelid dropped. It was a Sunday night. I went to school that Monday. And my eyelid was doing this number right here. And I asked my professor, I said, Professor, is something going on with my eye? And she looked. She was like, no, I don't see nothing. I said, Professor, look again. This like I can't see good out of my eye. She said, yeah, your eyelid dropped. I went to the hospital after class that day, and they actually admitted me into the hospital because of my eyelid dropping, because I didn't know how serious it was at the time. And the doctors, there was a team of neurologists and everything coming in the room looking at my eye, and I'm like, what's wrong? And they was like, we don't know. At the time, I'm in college. I'm like, I got finals. If y'all don't know, I'm fixing to go. I got tests to take. Well, I checked myself out of the hospital. They said, if you check yourself out, you're going against doctor's wishes. I said, well, y'all don't know what's wrong with me, so I'm not fixing to stay here. I went to the health food store, and I bought an herb called olive leaf. Now, about a day later, my eye went back to normal. So I thought everything was okay. Now, back again, I'm talking about, thank you, Marcus. I'm proud of you too. I look at your posts all the time. You're growing. We all got to grow. But back to what I was saying about warnings. My body was warning me that your system is about to be imbalanced. But I didn't heed the warning. However, I did do research. A year later, my voice went away. About 6 months after that, I couldn't eat. My throat, like my muscles in my throat got paralyzed. This was around 2012. I was married at the time. I was in a very negative relationship and it was affecting my nerves. I was stressed out. I was working. I was in college full time. I had a teenager. I had a new baby, and this was taking a toll on my health. And when I lost my voice at the time, I was doing so much. I was selling insurance for Primerica. My ex-husband and I was running a shoe business. We had a mobile shoe business. We had customers. You know, we had been on the radio, so our business was jumping for it to be out of a trunk. So, I just had a lot on my plate. After that, it took about 9 months, and I lost about 30 pounds. So I've always been small, but I had an illness and I didn't know what was wrong. My body was sending me signals, and I was constantly pushing myself. By this time, I'm working at a law firm as a paralegal, as a mass torts, personal injury paralegal. If anyone knows about the mass torts personal injury paralegal, they sue huge companies like Johnson & Johnson for the pharmaceuticals. I was the head paralegal in this law firm doing that. So I'm pushing myself. This was around 2013, 2014. I had stopped selling insurance because my voice wouldn't allow me to sell. Like I'm talking to y'all now, y'all have probably heard me try to talk and my voice was just like, it was horrible. Now, fast forward, 2015, my husband walked out on a Sunday. We got into an argument over some money. And he said, this is enough. I don't want to do this no more. He walked out on me and my children. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, all right, I'm fixing to get a divorce. I'm not accepting no man walking out on me and leaving me and my children. If I'm going to do it alone, I'm going to do it alone. If I'm going to be with him, I'm going to be with him, and he should have stayed. So I filed for divorce. So now I'm doing this by myself. My health, by this time, I'm down to 90 pounds. People probably thought, oh my damn, did she have cancer? Nope, I didn't have cancer. I was diagnosed with a rare disorder called myasthenia gravis. 1 in 300,000 people are diagnosed with it every year. I'm one of those 1. If you ever research this illness, it's an autoimmune disorder, meaning my own system fights my muscles. I didn't know why this happened to me. I've been doing research upon research. I've been studying the brain. I've been trying to find out. Hey! Somebody just hit my car. All right. She all right. She didn't hit it bad. Anyway, it's called myasthenia gravis. It'll take your smile away. It'll take your muscle strength away. I had got so weak, I couldn't even turn my steering wheel. But I was still going. Y'all, it ain't nothing but God. It ain't nothing but God that kept me going through this. I had 2 children to raise by myself. By this time, 2015, 2016, I'm still in the law firm, but now my business is starting to pick up. Hey, Barbara. I I love you, Barbara. My business is starting to pick up. I picked up a huge client that I had to do a lot of work with in order to build their business and develop it. So I prayed over it. I prayed for strength. Now, the warning came before my health failed, but I didn't die. Y'all, I posted what happened to me because this is what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to do this stuff naturally. Some of it has been working. I found the herb called Huperzine that counteracts my body fighting against itself. But I noticed it didn't work completely. I was still losing my voice, and I would sit down at a table and try to eat, and I wouldn't be able to. My romantic life suffered, and I'm a beautiful person, but you know, sometimes I had to break up with people because of my health, and I got to the point where I'm like, I'm just gonna focus on my health. December 23rd, 2018, which was nothing but a few weeks ago, I went to the spa called King Spa with my son and a friend of mine. We spent the night at the spa. It's one of those spas you can stay in for 24 hours and do, you know, chill out, eat, get into the sauna, the hot room, the cold room. And I just didn't have any energy. It's like I sat in the chair and all I could do was lay over and sleep. And, you know, my friend was like, you want to come here? You want to come down? I'm like, I don't want to do nothing. I just want to sit here. December 24th, my son started getting a fever. So I said, oh my God, I think you had the flu. So I took him to the ER. Well, with an autoimmune disorder, if anyone of you know, you don't need to be around no one that's sick. Because if you get sick, there'll be an exacerbation. Well, I did hit another warning. December 25th, I had fever and chills, and I could not swallow. I couldn't close my eyes. I couldn't barely talk. And my children's godfather told my daughter, take your mom to the hospital. She took me to the ER. When I got to the ER, before I went, I packed the bag because I knew I was going to have to stay. I've been in and out of the hospital every year since this illness has been attacking my body. I packed the bag, and the nurses were like, dang, she moving in for a few days, huh? I'm like, I know I'm going to have to stay. Well, I got to the ER, and I couldn't breathe. It's like, I was struggling. I lay on the stretcher, and I had to go to the restroom. By that time, it's like, I'm getting weaker and weaker by the minute. I go to the restroom. I could not get off of the toilet. I pulled the little string that's by the toilet for help, and about 4 nurses came in. By that time, I had, like, boo-booed, and I couldn't get up. I couldn't wipe myself or nothing. And the nurses had to help me up off the toilet and put me on the bed. Well, I passed out. And when I woke up in a hospital room with the oxygen mask on. I was still struggling, but you know, the oxygen, it was being pushed down my lungs. By that time, I found out I had the flu and pneumonia. So, my lungs were getting ready to shut down. And December 26th, by that time, I'm struggling. This mask is on my face. It's uncomfortable. I've never had this before. And I was trying to adjust the mask on my face, and I accidentally pulled it out of the machine that forces the air in the mask, and I tried to take a breath, and nothing happened. Nothing. My lungs were shut down. And I pushed the button for the nurse, and I'm sitting there gasping. I'm like, and the nurse was like, "What's wrong, honey? What's wrong?" She's an African lady. I pointed towards the machine, and she saw where I had pulled it out, and she pushed it back in. And I told them I had a notepad. I went into the hospital with a notepad and a pen, and I never set it down. And I wrote on the notepad, "I need oxygen. I cannot breathe." So they put me on life support. They intubated me. And they normally sedate the person that's intubated. I mean, I walked past some of those rooms of other people that was on life support. Once I got better, all of them was out. And all I can say is, the whole time I was in there, I'm in my 30s. I'm young. I've never experienced nothing like this. And I've had brain surgery before. I've gone through a lot, but nothing like this. And I chose to stay awake. And I wanted to know what they were doing to me, because I've worked in the nursing home before, and I've seen how nurses will mistreat people. And I was actually a victim of abuse in the hospital. But I was able to write everything I wanted. I'm telling you, I was so weak. Like, I'm moving my hand now. I couldn't even turn my head. I had to write on the notepad, "Please turn my head." I had to write on the notepad, "Please adjust my pillow." I have a full notepad about this thick, full of kind demands to the nurses and doctors, asking them to do some things for me. I wanted to be comfortable. It was so uncomfortable with that life support down my throat. I tried to talk with it in there and make a noise. Nothing would come out. I wrote on the pad, "Why can't I make a sound?" They were like, "You have a balloon in your lungs. And don't pull on it," because they had me strapped down at first. But I'm like, I'm not fixing to fight against this. I'm going to trust the process. If I'm going through this, I'm going to trust the process. I'm going to have faith. And God, I've asked you to bring me my health back. I've asked you to help me talk. I want to let people know about you. Just give me what I asked for. He said, okay. All I've got to say, when you're about to experience something in life, there's always going to be some sort of warning. When there's ready to be a change. Sometimes it may not even seem like something positive is about to happen to you. God knows, when I went in that hospital, I thought I was about to die. I don't take blood. I am a Jehovah's Witness. We don't take blood transfusions. However, I did let them do some procedures to help me. And what I'm about to say is this. If you want change in life, change will come. You gotta ask for it, but you don't ask as God, please. Please give me this and please give me that. I'm gonna tell you what I've been doing for months. I've been meditating. Every morning I get up, I've been meditating. I've been picturing my health better. I've been picturing myself talking. I've been picturing myself traveling. I love life, and I know y'all do too. I've been meditating. I have a meeting with God every morning. And I thank Him for everything I have. I thank Him for the stuff that I see in my mind. Because I see it. That's what you have to do. You have to have enough faith that everybody around you thinks you insane. They're going to be like, this woman is crazy. You know what? I tried to cancel my trip to Australia approximately 15 times. I told the doctors, I don't think I'm going to be able to go. I'm on life support. They tried to get the caseworker to write a letter for me. The caseworker would not do it. I said, I need this letter canceling my trip. Please. The doctor finally wrote me a letter. The insurance company would not give me my money for my trip. Okay? I tried another route. It would not work. I said, God has something He wants me to see. He has to. I'm going. And I'm going to trust that there's angels with me all around. Because as y'all know, physically, I hopped on that plane by myself. I got the full experience of how the wealthy live. I got to see that. Now, I'm fresh in this. I am wealthy. I'm wealthy. Now, you might be like, oh, you ain't no millionaire. Look, I'm not saying I'm a millionaire. I'm wealthy in wisdom. I'm wealthy in my relationship with God. I'm wealthy with my family and my friends that love me. That's the most important thing that you can have in life, is your health. If you have fairly good health, you're wealthy. You can do so much in life. So much. I don't love money, but I love the experiences that money can afford you. And I'm going to praise God everywhere I go. Because He's raised me up. I even look different. I was withering away, y'all. I was. And I'm transparent because this is going to help someone. You gotta have faith in God. I'm going to tell you about this doctor I met. He's a scientist. His name is Dr. Joe Dispenza. Dr. Dispenza studies the brain. He studies basically how our faith can make us well. He actually studies the change that happens in our brain as we start to think positively about our future, not about the situation that we're in now. So I plan to go and visit Dr. Dispenza's retreat, God willing. And I just, back to the warning before the change. Don't ignore the warning. When something is about to go wrong, whether it's in your health, your relationship, your money situation, pay attention to it. Because there's a lot of things you can do to avoid unnecessary stress. Okay? I've went through what I've went through because it's been a test. And God didn't test me. God doesn't put evil things on people, but He does allow them to go through it. It does make them stronger. However, if what I've been through can help you avoid unnecessary stress, please heed the warning before the change. I hope anyone that listens to this finds something helpful to help themselves. Don't push yourself so much that you destroy your health and have to repair it. Pay attention to the warning. I love y'all, I do. And when I went to Australia, I went on the safari and I saw some animals that were suffering. And those animals have been saved. They're on the verge of extinction. And I respect God's creation a lot. The animals were put here for us to care for and enjoy. So I'm in the process of writing a book. And I'm hoping to share it with you all. It's a children's book. Normally children learn to appreciate animals at a younger age. So I'm writing this book to help children appreciate the importance of taking care of animals. And y'all pray for me. If you ask me to pray for you, I'm going to do the same. And I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a wonderful Monday. And I'm out.